Hello there, all, and welcome to this brand new edition of 5 Round MMA. My name is Alex Ramirez. Alongside me is Albert Cita. We got a lot to talk about today. UFC 181 is on the horizon. 2 title bouts on one card, a pay-per-view card.
For some reason, they're promoting it with 2 fights one night, but I thought there was always more than a fight in a card.
We're also going to speak with Brittany Gideons, a Muay Thai fighter and 5 Rounds Clothing Line sponsored athlete. I also want to talk about Conor McGregor, the first segment as well. But
of course,
Albert, how was your Black Friday and Thanksgiving? What's more important, Thanksgiving or Black Friday? By the way,
I would like to say 50-50,
50-50?
maybe 60-40. Am I doing the math right there? I have to do double duties on Thanksgiving, so it's kind of a more of a mental thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I have to have Thanksgiving with me, and then with my significant other.
Yeah.
I have to go have Thanksgiving with them, and so it's kind of like a marathon for me. It's not really a sprint.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to prepare myself for Thanksgiving.
So you kind of just roll into Black Friday.
Yeah, and in Black Friday, it's more of the walk off period. I mean, I'm all for having those people not work on Thanksgiving, but I like to walk it off. And Target's open until I think it was open the whole night.
Literally at 6.
Yeah, so I just went to Target, walked it off.
Did you buy anything? No.
I bought a thing just because I have a Secret Santa thing going on. And
So
it was on sale, but nobody has to know that.
You think people go to Target on Black Friday to buy milk or diapers?
Well, it's not on sale, so who knows?
Speaking by his absence is Guillermo Cita. I think he's still Black Friday shopping.
Yeah,
so
I think that he has kids, guys. So he this is very crucial to him to get all the Paw Patrols. I think that's what's hot right now.
And again, before we start the show, I want to thank our fine line of sponsors. Started by Rock and Green eco-friendly cleaning products, 5 Rounds Clothing Line, and the Redemption Martial Arts, the RMA Foundation. So first of all, I want to start with playing a game. Let's play a game. This is a new game, kind of weird. I kind of thought of it not today, but over the weekend, because it was Thanksgiving week, so kind of a slow week. But I think whenever you open an MMA website, whether it be whatever you guys' preference is, Conor McGregor is always on the headlines, right?
Yes,
he's always on the top headline, whatever. So I want to play a game called The World versus Conor McGregor.
Oh wow.
So this is basically not really the world. It's basically the fighters in the featherweight division. So I'm going to read off 5 quotes to you about Conor McGregor, and I actually want you to find out who
said that
quote,
about
okay?
Conor McGregor.
So the first one, here we go. Ready? He's a big name in the sport right now, so I think the UFC is kind of protecting him, not giving him wrestlers, and if he wants to get a title shot, I think he needs to fight a wrestler before doing that, he said. All his flashy moves won't work when he's on his back getting punched in the face. Was it A, Chad Mendes, B, Dennis Bermudez, or C, Ricardo Lamas?
Well, I thought you were going to throw me a limb here and not give me a wrestler. You gave me nothing but 3 wrestlers.
Exactly. It's a game here. I want you to try to mind. Use your mind, please.
But I do think Dennis Bermudez doesn't want to talk right now because he is coming off a loss. It could be Ricardo Lamas, but I think Ricardo Lamas is more of a straight shooter type of guy. So I'm going to go with Chad Mendes.
You are wrong. It was Ricardo Lamas. He's getting out there. I told you, because remember,
he's breaking out of his shell.
He did beat he sees what Conor McGregor's doing. I got to start trash talking. So one wrong for you. Number 2, there's a lot of unknown about him. I'm not going to be the guy that says Conor's not good. He's obviously good. He's been in there with some good guys, and he's handled them. But I think there's still more unknown about him. He's a hell of a self-promoter that sells. I know that. I'm really not the guy. Honestly, he's probably good for our division. People are watching our division, and that's a good thing. Is it A, Frankie Edgar, B, Cub Swanson, or C, Clay Guida?
Well, it has to be somebody positive.
Okay. Clay Guida's not positive?
And I'm gonna say Cub Swanson. I'm not saying that Cub Swanson's not positive, but
eliminate him by
he's
process?
more he's more of a trash talker. Clay Guida, he really doesn't say anything.
Okay.
So I'm saying Frankie Edgar.
Maybe you're not listening to Clay Guida. How about that?
Clay Guida said it?
No, it is Frankie Edgar.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that guy's talking.
So number 3, in my view, it's not correct the way he talks. I don't think it's appropriate, not only towards me, but also towards other fighters. I don't think it's correct. Is it A, Jose Aldo, B, Dennis Seaver, or C, Jeremy Stevens? Again, this is about Conor McGregor.
Well, this is a politically correct answer. I mean, I'm going to go with the German, Dennis Seaver.
Very good. Dennis Seaver did say that.
Because the Germans have to be politically correct now. I don't know if you guys know this.
We're only 60 years away removed from World War II. But okay, number 4. The guy's got a huge hype train. He's got a lot of publicity behind him. But honestly, if the UFC is smart, if Dana is smart, they will not put him in with a guy like me. There are multiple guys who will beat this guy in the division. I think I would kill him. Solid wrestlers can take a punch and keep coming and just have a great gas tank will destroy him. Was it A, Jeremy Stevens, B. Chad Mendes, or C. Clay Guida?
I hope Chad Mendes said that because I like it.
Well, you're right. It is Chad Mendes. He did say that.
Nice. Only got one wrong.
I got one more. Last one. Do I think he's doing a good job of self-promoting? Hell yeah. He's doing a great job. But for people to just think he even deserves to be in title contention is ridiculous. He's been hand-fed people, hand-picked opponents by the UFC, and he shines when the lights are on him. He hasn't done what many of us have done. Is it A, Cub Swanson, B, Chad Mendes, or C, Frankie Edgar?
Wow. Well, I said Chad Mendes already. I said
multiple.
Frankie Edgar. You could be just throwing. That's why I think you might be throwing me a curveball. And I'm gonna say Frankie Edgar.
Wrong. Cub Swanson said that.
I knew I should have just done process of elimination.
Elimination could have gone. So, what's the general consensus here about other people see how Conor McGregor is? All these. I mean, there's not everybody in the UFC, but these are kind of highlighted names.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he's not very well liked.
That's
the first impression I get. The second thing is
jealousy, maybe.
I wouldn't say jealousy. I would say more like they almost see it like as a smokescreen, almost like they know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And the UFC is doing a different thing. So it's almost like they know what's up.
They're obviously familiar with the promotion team.
It's just
right?
a machine trying to get behind something to really push the product.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're trying to say, look, listen, we all know what's going on. We're all on the same page. We know what's up.
And honestly, what Frank Edgar said, it's probably good for our division. People are talking about the division. I mean, as long as a fighter has something to say about Conor McGregor, he's going to be on the dirt sheets and he's going to be on Twitter. So it's kind of a good thing overall, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think as much as they don't like him, I think they kind of appreciate what Conor McGregor is kind of doing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think they know what's going on, and I think they're in agreement that even though we don't really think this guy is what the UFC is saying,
yeah,
we're still going to play along.
Yep. So that was the world versus Conor McGregor, or at least the featherweight division with Conor McGregor. So stick around, guys. We have an interview with Brittany Gideon, so it should be great. So stick around.
Please visit Fiveroundmma.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Fiveroundmma.com.
Welcome back. Join us now on the 5-Round MMA Hotline brought to you by the RMA Foundation. Please visit redemptionmartialarts.com to see how you can join the movement to stop bullying. Bullying with us now is a Muay Thai fighter out of Chicago, Rockford, Illinois, Brittany Gideon. How are you doing, Brittany?
I am good, thank you.
I want to thank you for taking time after the holidays to speak with us. How was your Thanksgiving and Black Friday? Did you stay in or did you go shopping?
I went shopping. I'm a classic girl. I go shopping.
Did you run into big old crowds over there in Illinois?
Yes, huge, actually.
So I want to talk to you today about your Muay Thai fighting career, being sponsored by 5 Rounds clothing line. So just tell us about yourself, your athletic background. How did you get into martial arts or Muay Thai in general?
Muay Thai, I started MMA, actually, when I very first started. Did a little jiu-jitsu, all that good stuff. I actually ended up breaking my foot training and kind of like just stuck to the stand-up basics. So I've been doing the Muay Thai for about 4.5 years now.
Oh, wow. So was Muay Thai your first martial art, or did you do karate or jiu-jitsu first?
It was jiu-jitsu, actually.
Oh, that got you introduction into the whole martial arts realm. So what was it about martial arts that kind of intrigued you to actually study it more?
Well, I mean, I grew up in a wrestling background. I have a father who's a wrestling coach and a brother who wrestled his entire life. And so I was kind of around the combat gyms a lot. And I actually took strength and conditioning at a combat gym when I had moved from Stillman Valley to Rockford, and just kind of got into it watching everyone spar. And I thought, I want to try that out. I could see if I could do it.
Now with the women's MMA explosion, do you find it easier to be in the gym, or do you think there's more pressure being in the gym being a woman?
To me, it's still the same. There's a lot of pressure put on you. People expect you to work, twice as hard to kind of prove yourself,
Yeah, so you said coming from your family's, in wrestling, were they kind of apprehensive that you wanted to, when you told them you want to enter martial arts, or were they kind of all, for you, completely backing you 100%?
Oh, absolutely. My parents are awesome. They sit front row for the fight. It's hilarious. My dad is all about it. My brother. My mom's more of the standoffish one, She's she's more of like a crafty type woman, It makes her nervous, but they love it. They support it 100%. Oh,
that's great. So is it safe to say your father and your brother, your wrestling coaches when you need them?
I'm sorry?
Are your brother and your father your wrestling coaches when you need them?
No, because I mean, mine's just like more of like a straight up stand up. But I mean, my dad, of course, you'll hear him. I think I hear him more than I hear the corner.
So you said you originally entered mixed martial arts, but switched to Muay Thai. So why did that switch for? Was it because of the injury, or just something? Did you fall in love with Muay Thai over mixed martial arts?
I really did. Muay Thai, I don't know what it is. That's just, I click with it. I have really long limbs. I'm tall and I have long limbs. So it's like, I just took to it really easy. For some reason, I'm a big kicker. I love to kick. I have some pretty good, solid kicks. That's my thing. And right away, my coach was like, you have got something to this Muay Thai. Like, we have got to stick with this.
And so is that the game plan now? Are you going to stay with Muay Thai, or are you going to dabble with MMA maybe in the near future?
I've considered it. I still like to, every now and then I like to roll with everybody, but I'm more of a stand-up person. I don't know what it is. Like I'm more about the striking. I like to stand and trade rather than to actually grapple.
Yeah, because some of the biggest stars in MMA have come from a kickboxing background.
Muay Thai,
I mean, Pat Barry being one of them, Crow Crop, Mart Hunt, who just recently fought for the UFC belt.
Yep, absolutely.
I know earlier this year, probably one of the most notable names in women's mixed martial arts, Chris Cyborg, actually competed in a Muay Thai fight, and she actually lost. A lot of people surprised, But what's the difference between mixed martial arts and Muay Thai? Like maybe someone who's a mixed martial artist, what are they not thinking about when they're entering just a Muay Thai strictly fight?
Honestly, it's a lot more brutal on your body.
Oh, wow.
I felt like I had more of a break when you got to grapple. You kind of catch your breath. When you have to stand and trade the entire time, it's amazing how much it takes out of you because you're really breaking down one limb at a time, and it's excruciating. It's pretty painful, actually. I think I've had more injuries and I've been hurt more in the Muay Thai background than I ever was when I was training MMA.
Yeah, something you don't hear about. You think like, boxing is just one particular style. Kickboxing is one particular style. And mixed martial is a whole thing, but nobody ever compares like the one sport to the entire thing. That's interesting that you say that it takes more of a toll on your body.
Yeah, absolutely. You really have to be conditioned. You have to have your body's got to be hardened up pretty well for Muay Thai. That's the thing. A lot of people think they can just kind of transition into it pretty quick. I mean, you got to really work on hardening yourself up because the kicks that you take in Muay Thai, especially in your legs, is absolutely brutal.
And then Glory Kickboxing has been trying to make a big U.S. splash here. But do you think that Muay Thai is not as popular in the U.S. as it is in the international arena?
Yes and no. I agree with that. With the whole Glory, they are definitely making waves right now. I love it. And rumor has it they're actually going to come around the Chicago area here pretty soon. I would love to catch that. But I mean, it is honestly really a lot of people. I have to explain it to. I have to break it down. They want to know, what is Muay Thai? I don't understand, and that's the hardest part about it because everyone right away will be like, oh, you're a UFC fighter, you're an MMA fighter. I'm like, no.
Is it kind of hard, like breaking down those labels? Like, no, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I don't train, a UFC type of thing.
That's exactly what everyone says too. So it's like UFC. I'm like, well, kind of.
So, last week, you and your fight camp, Northern Illinois Fight Club, was at XFO event. You had a couple of team members competing at that event. So how did it go last week for you and your fight camp?
Oh, it was pretty well. Actually, both of them did. They both walked away with a loss. It wasn't that great of a night for them. I mean, the whole team, we were all there. We all go and kind of travel together, and everybody supports everybody. My Muay Thai coach was one of them that was fighting last weekend. I mean, he performed well. It was just he ended up doing an MMA match versus a Muay Thai match, and kind of got himself caught up there. So
tell us more about your fight club. What's the environment there, the coaching? What's it like there? And how long have you been there?
I've been with them for about 3 years. It's actually amazing. I have been to I went to 2 other places before that, and I've kind of like found my place. It's definitely amazing. The coaching there is unbelievable. They make you feel 100%. I don't think I could ever walk out there and actually fight without having these people behind me because they believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. And just the confidence that they have given me on top of just the training in general, they've taken it to a whole nother level. I would not be half the athlete I am today without them. Yeah,
we all know like Chicago, Illinois. Chicago's a great sports city. Illinois is a great sports state. So how is the people over there taking the love of not only UFC but martial arts in general? Are there a lot of like kickboxing, Muay Thai events going on?
Yes, especially with the XFO. I'm big on XFO. They are huge supporters of all of that. They have shows all the time in the area. There's other places, like other promotions that'll do it as well out here. It is actually kind of a big scene out here. The Chicago area and the people out here just love mixed martial arts in general, and they're very open and accepting to it, especially the thought of women doing it. They just absolutely love it out here.
Yeah, it's also crazy because every single time I read online, a lot of amateur leagues are in Chicago, but I mean like a ton of amateur leagues, which it just shows how much people are involved in Chicago as far as martial arts.
Yeah, the XFO does professional and amateur events as well, right?
Yes, yep, they do. The last weekend actually was a pro-Ami show. They do a lot of pro-Ami stuff.
And a mix as well, too, the different styles as well. Different. Will they have a Muay Thai card and an MMA fight on the same card?
Yes. Oh. I always do Thai. It'll usually be like a full MMA card, and then there'll be like 2 Thai bouts on there. Because every time that I have fought for XFO, and they always make room for the Thai bouts on there. They actually, they'll do it main event. They make a big deal out of the Muay Thai, which is amazing.
Oh, wow, that's great. So I want to kind of switch gears and talk about the rise of women in martial arts, especially now with the UFC doing the Ultimate Fighter, an entire women cast. Have you seen like that lately? The fans calling more for more women fights? Has you seen it more and more than like a novelty fight as it was in the past type of thing? Now it's being taken more seriously?
I do, and I'm glad it's taken more seriously. Before, people were just like, oh, whatever, we don't want to watch chicks fight, it's boring, it's this, it's that. It's kind of making a spectacle out of it now, especially with the women being in the UFC house, and people are actually getting to watch, like, what you go through every day just to make that, that one fight, to have those, few rounds right there to kind of prove yourself. And it's awesome. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, talk to us about your sponsorship with 5 Rounds Clothing.
That actually just happened a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Someone that I actually kind of follow, Alberto Cano, he's sponsored by them. I was a huge, I guess I could call it kind of a fan, you're still a fan of people when they fight. And I really, really like the guy. He's a very, very positive person, positive influence to kind of watch over. And he was actually sponsored by 5 Rounds, and I've kind of kept an eye on that and made a mention that I was like, oh, I've got to get his walkout tee. And like right away, the people from 5 Rounds, I got reached out to by Joe, and he let me know. He's like, well, we'll send it out to you. I'm going to send you some more gear. I'd like to talk to you more about it. Maybe see if we could sponsor a female athlete. And it just kind of took off from there. Yeah, it seems
we actually had Bernardo on before his bout in New York. But with 5 Rounds, they're really active in finding fighters to sponsor, and they're actually looking for the particular fighter who are hungry and are seeking to have a positive influence through social media as well.
Absolutely, and that's one reason why I follow Bernardo. That guy is probably one of the most positive influence in the MMA scene. The guy just, even when he lost, he took it so humble,
So going to you now, when was your last fight? How did that go? And when do you anticipate to be back in the ring again?
It was October 3rd, so not too far back.
Oh, well, okay.
I actually lost to decision that fight. I had a very, very tough opponent. Her name was Shelby Hunga. She was a very, very hungry young athlete. Amazing, very strong girl.
So when do you expect to be back in the cage in the ring again next year, or are you kind of holding off? Do you want another fight maybe before the year's out?
Actually, it'll be March 20th, I believe, is the date we're back.
Oh wow, okay.
We're kind of we have an extended camp. I've already started camp, which is awkward. I usually do a 3-month camp. Mm-hmm. We started a little early. We're changing up my strength and conditioning and working a lot of clinch work and stuff like that. So we add a lot of weight training in there. So I'm going to kind of be a whole different machine this time. I'm pretty excited.
Oh, that's great. So personally, are you the type of person who's always in the gym year round, or are you the type of person who the type of fighter who kind of kicks it up only when they're in camp?
No, I'm a gym rat. You can't keep me out of there. I'll have a fight, and I'll try to come in there like 2 days later just to work with other people, and they're trying to send me home. Like, go take a break.
Well, Brittany, I want to thank you again for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it, especially this holiday weekend. We'd love to have you on again right before your fight to help you promote it. Again, thank you for taking the time. We wish you best of luck with your training and also being sponsored by 5 Rounds. Again, you can follow Brittany on Twitter at BrittanyG86. And thank you again, Brittany. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Please visit FiveRoundMMA.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. FiveRoundMMA.com.
Thank you for sticking around. We got one more segment, then we'll be out of your hair. UFC 181 is coming up this Saturday, December 6th, live from the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. UFC 181, Hendricks versus Lawler 2. We'll also have a lightweight title bout between Anthony Pettis and Gilbert Melendez.
By the way, I like the cover. I like.
I think DC Comics did it, right?
DC Comics did it. It's cool.
Cool little poster for it.
I dig it.
Dig it. Yeah. Let's see if they do it again. UFC 181, 2 title bouts. I think it was last time they had 2 title. Well, they're gonna have one in February, right? But this is kind of buggy. They have 2 title fights on the pay-per-view instead of spreading it out. Or do you like having the pay-per-view now with so many cards on free TV? Do you like when they stack the pay-per-view bouts now?
I think because of the previous pay-per-views, they were kind of forced to do this to say like, "Hey guys, we still have some
throw you a
stackness
bone
in there."
here.
Yeah,
some stackness. I haven't that word in a long while. So obviously, the 2 title bouts, heavyweight bout between Travis Brownie and Brandon Schaub, and I want to point out that your boy, the Duffinator,
is back.
Todd Duffy is back.
It's back. I mean, when the Terminator said, "I'll be back," he'll be back.
Also, Tony Ferguson, Uriah Faber's on the card. Raquel Pennington, Sergio Pettis is also on the card on the prelims and the Fight Pass. So, overall thoughts on this card? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I am looking forward to seeing Uriah Faber fight. He has one win streak, and what I'm looking forward to is how many wins does Uriah Faber have to get another title shot? Previous to that, he had to win 4 before they get him Henry Brow again.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the number is double. I think
8.
I think not only does he have to win 8.
Yeah.
That's like I think that's what it's a perfect story. He wins 8, they get him one more title bout, and win or lose, he retires.
I think if he's successful against Francisco Rivera, because he's come off winning against Alex Caceres,
Yes.
Leroy. I think if he wins here, and if Dominic Cruz defeats TJ Dillashaw, I think they line it up perfectly because they're already talking crap to each other already. So they're back on the tree. You know these guys.
So just 2 fights and he's back
why
in
not?
the horse.
It's going to be I think a big sell. So might as well.
The other.
Because especially the last time they fought, it was pretty close, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, Faber's been kind of itching for this guy for a while. They were supposed to coach Ultimate Fighters each other.
I see this beef. I see the story there, but I think it's hard to sell him because he's already has so much title shots.
Ryan Faber is always sellable.
Oh, that's true. He is a sellable guy.
What else looking forward
to? My boy Abil Trujillo.
It's Tony Ferguson. El Cucuy ain't no joke. That's just, I think this might be a sleeper bout on the card, right? Nobody's really talking about it, but these are 2 legit guys.
Yeah, Trujillo has only lost to Khabib, which is there's no shame in that.
Yeah,
I mean Khabib is
not gonna be enough.
Technically, he should be the first contender right now, but because of injuries,
that was his last loss.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, like you said, it's a sleeper bout. I think it's a good way to start off the card. The stackness, we'll start with this, and that's pretty good. I think it's going to be, I think it's probably going to be the fight of the night, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson, I was currently riding a 3 fight winning streak. I think he is a sleeper in the lightweight division, former Ultimate Fighter winner, former training partner of Brock Lesnar as well.
Of course.
He won the season where Brock Lesnar was coach and said, hey, come to Death Clutch and train with us. So I think nobody talks about that. This guy was invited to train with Brock Lesnar. So that's pretty, I think, bold and crazy for them. Also,
my boy, Todd Duffy.
So tell me what's up with the Duff, man.
So the last
time we saw him?
The last time we saw him was in 2012, around the same time in December.
2 years ago.
He's been gone for almost 2 years. So
why?
He had a bunch of like crazy injuries, his knee, his back. I don't know, but it took a long time for him to come. The best time to come, I think, because there is no heavyweights. I mean, I think they're really lackluster in the heavyweights. But the only thing that's holding Ted Duffy again is he's a training partner with Cain Velasquez.
Oh, is he?
So he would never fight Cain Velasquez. But
but you're saying, again, last time I checked, Fabricio Verdum was holding the belt.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was gonna say. That's why the timing's perfect. I think if he can get an explosive win here, he might jump over everybody if Cain Velasquez is not ready by March to face Fabricio Verdum.
He's also going up against Anthony Hamilton, former MFC heavyweight champion. I mean, people forget Todd Duffy's only 28 years old, so he's got a lot in the tank. As long as he stays healthy, he has a lot in the tank, right? At least a solid run in him, right?
So that's what I'm saying. I really do think he could get 2 fights in, and if for some reason Cain Velasquez can't compete in March, he might just steal it.
Yeah. This next bout, Travis Brown against Brandon Schaub. Who needs his win bigger?
To tell you the truth, I think Travis Brown needs his win bigger.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because he has more to lose. I think Brandon Schwab's ride is kind of flattening out.
Yeah,
and not to beat the guy down, but it really is. I think he really plateau. While Travis Browning is trying to stay plateau.
This guy was 1 fight away from a title shot, right?
Exactly. And especially the way the mix is right now, he has to stay relevant.
Anthony Pettis, Gilbert Melendez. If you're watching the season tough, it's not really it's a good thing. It's more been about the women on the it's not really too much of a rivalry between the two.
Yeah, for once, I think it concentrates more on the competitors than the actual coaches.
Yeah,
which is I think is a good thing. But if you look at the past tough enoughs, when the coaches don't really have a big collision,
the fights end up being pretty good.
Yeah.
So there's a couple maybe jabs here and there, but it's something about I'm going to beat him, I'm better than him. Blah blah blah.
The basics.
Yeah. Do you like Gabriel Melendez in this bout?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
But I still don't. I don't see him beating Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis, I think, is. I know he's coming off of horrible injuries, but the few times we have seen him in the octagon, it's like, I mean, he has progressed in like lightning stands.
So, in your opinion, have we seen the best of Anthony Pettis at all in WEC? UFC?
And the scary thing is, I don't think we have because we only seen glimpses of him.
Yeah.
And if we're still judging from the last bout we saw him with against Benson Henderson, I mean, I think he's going to come even better.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if it's going to turn to a scrap, I think you got to give it to Melendez, scrap pack.
But I don't think this is going to be. I really think it's going to be. There's going to be a finish in the first 3 rounds.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because if it goes to an all-out brawl, I give the advantage to Gilbert Melendez.
Yeah.
Because remember what happened with Clay Guida,
Diego Sanchez. Remember?
Yeah, and Diego Sanchez. I really think Gilbert Melendez, if he can pass the 3rd round, Gilbert Melendez can take this.
Yeah,
but I really think Anthony Pettis is going to get that finish within the 3 rounds.
So speaking of brawls and promised knockouts, the first Johnny Hendricks Robbie Lawler bout was to me kind of disappointing because I was promised
a knockout
in the first round by everybody.
Every
commercial I saw, I was promised a knockout, and that didn't happen. Do you think it's gonna happen this time? You think Robbie Lawler's gonna come? You know what? I have nothing to lose now. I'm gonna come after you no matter what.
I think Robbie Lawler is a smart fighter, but at the same time, I think because of what happened in the last fight, I think he's gonna be swinging for the fences.
Yep.
And but that's also acceptable that he might get knocked out.
Yeah.
So I think the guarantee of knockout is like 80% on this one now.
Yeah. So now this is actually will begin the official era of Johnny Hendricks because this last bout was for the open title. Now it's his first title defense. So hopefully now. If he is successful, we can
gears start rolling.
Yeah,
for him.
we can see Big Rig going down the highway and start knocking down welterweights.
I mean,
right.
he still has Roy McDonald's.
If he beats Robbie Lawler, so is he kind of is this the winner for Roy McDonald or what? Is that what you're watching it for? Not for the.
I think so.
Yeah, you're just gonna watch.
That's why I'm watching it.
Yeah,
I just want to see who Roy McDonald's gonna fight next.
Roy McDonald can just knock out next.
Yeah, exactly.
We shall see. UFC.
And there's a story there. No matter who wins, if Johnny Hendricks win, hey, I beat your boy GSP, so I can beat you. If Robbie Lawler wins, Robbie Lawler beat Roy McDonald, and be like, dude, I had you beat in the 3rd round. So
what is he, the Red King now?
The Red King will come.
Roy McDonald, the Red King. UFC 181 live on pay-per-view on December 6th. Also live from the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. 2 title fights. It should be an awesome card.
2 fights, 1 night. But don't forget, there's like 10 other fights.
Also, it's Fight Pass to Fox Sports 1 and the PPV card. This card is pretty stacked.
Card. I like it.
So that's it for us this week. Until then, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Fiveroundmma. Also on Instagram at Fiveroundmma. It's FIVE Round MMA. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Podomatic, and YouTube. And Albert, what else you got?
All I want to say is that NXT.
You know what? I forgot to mention.
What?
Steven Raza of Raza Records. We haven't asked about Sting. The return of Sting.
Oh yeah, Sting came back. Did you hear, Steven? Survivor Series. The big thing was
he's just ignoring us.
Sting came back. And it's Crow Sting, so it's your favorite Sting. And I know you're a Stinger for life, so that's big news.
Stinger for life.
And with that said, I hope everybody watches NXT because it's going to really kick up. Because there's a couple of guys that are.
You've been saying that every week now.
No, this time it's kicking up.
All right.
It's going up to 11. And I just like to thank everybody for listening. Or a sound engineer, now that you can actually see him, Steven Raza Records.
Somebody did it for him.
Our engineer over there.
Sting came back. That's why.
Good old Jackson.
Big game.
So big game. And thanks everybody for listening.
And Guillermo Sita.
Guillermo Sita. Executive producer. I'd like to thank him too. He's not here, but I'd like to thank him.
Everybody who's the cream of the
crop. See what Sting does to you?
We've been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch those now if you want. Very well. Sound of the bell. Going out. Let's go. First round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's go. All right, ladies, second round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hey, let's go. First, we're gonna do throw. Let's go, ladies. Improve your position.